Hey, handsome. Hey, y'all. It's Kate and Laddie at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. Oh, you dancing for me? So I figured out what the gray bird was that you've seen me talk about in videos that had a split tail. It's the Northern Mockingbird. I have a feeling that's what I'm hearing now. I think you guys can hear it. Okay, I had to pause it for a minute, making sure the volume was up, but it's Tuesday, not much going on. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I thought I'd make a small video. Went next door and cut my neighbor's hair. So gave her a nice short shag. Decided to come over and take a peek at the boys, see what they're up to. So this morning Paul did open their gate. I'm trying to get him, but also he didn't close the door he went out the back door last night and he did not make sure to shut. And so poor Romeo was out all night. He was ready to come in this morning. I still woke up at 6, but I was just spying out the bathroom window, hoping to see Paul do what he's supposed to do, let the boys out. And I saw the cat. He did end up opening the gate and letting the boys out, but I was not happy camper. So there's Drago on the left and Doug on the right. Daddy Cosmo. Oh, my bracelet's caught. Uncle Laddie Roo. So yeah, ever since I went from long hair and I gave myself a spiky short hairdo, I taught myself during the C-word pandemic to cut hair. So I have some really nice scissors, and she's like, her hair's getting long. She's had to put in ponytails and made her look older, so I went ahead and cut it for her. So I got all my packing done. Well, I shouldn't say all. I just need to put all my shoes in a big bag and get my antique books together, but dishes, kitchen stuff, all the clothing got separated out. And because I don't own luggage and boxes are so bulky, I just bagged up, winter stuff, summer stuff, mixed stuff, and my sheet sets. And so I have one huge box. It's really big that I plan to use, but I'm going to put, I'm going to set the bags of sheets in there. It's big, so I'm going to put my pillows and my blanket in it, and then maybe coats on top, something, because it's big and bulky, and so it needs to be packed light, because it's gonna, I'm loading by myself, and it's probably a box that's 3 feet by 3 feet, or maybe 4 foot by 4 foot. I don't know. It's big. So, and I need to climb into the library part of the house, which is full of Paul's junk, and grab the few antique books, and that's it. I'm all ready to go. And I've started stacking boxes of stuff that are stacking out in the dining room, which of course the cats are sleeping on, so I'm trying not to pack anything that's in a box that's soft until I'm ready to take it, because the cats, they must. It is very important that they sleep on top of any cardboard box they come across. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm trying to shake some grit out of my shoe. I don't know where it came from. So, I don't know why Doug is just sitting over there. I will feel so bad if I'm wrong and Doug is a girl, because then Doug will have to live out here with Laddie, because otherwise 2 roosters or 3 roosters would kill poor little Doug. If Doug does turn out to be a delight of it. What's up, Doug? But you can't tell me that those tail feathers, look at those sickle feathers. Doug, you're a handsome fella. You were just comfortable sitting in the shade? I know, I just had to disturb you, wanted to make sure you weren't acting like you were nesting. I mean, his comb screams rooster, and his tail screams rooster. Now his comb, I wasn't going by that in the beginning, because his egg mama, the silver-laced Wyandotte, she had her comb was almost its full normal size by the time she was 18 weeks old. So, but look at the saddle feathers. Yeah, he's a boy. I'm sorry, Doug. Doug's gonna be a beautiful rooster. I wish the guy who took the girls or somebody wanted the 2 young boys. Actually, I would part with Cosmo and probably Drago. And though Doug doesn't have the Easter egger dark legs, he's got cheek muffs and a wee beard. You can see how that is from behind. You can see his cheek muffs sticking out. You got some crazy sideburns there, mister. So anyway, I'm just looking at the wildflowers. Yesterday I turned the water on them, and then I got busy cooking and doing stuff and packing, and 2 hours later, this is like whole flooded out here. But that's all right. It's still damp. You can kind of see where it all kind of flooded over into the chicken yard. But it's 4 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock p.m., but they're closed. Yeah. They don't open until after 4 o'clock, which is kind of, yeah, kind of their name. Doesn't really do them justice, does it? But anyhow, this is the corn, and it's not making silks. It's just making little seed things. So I don't know. I do have a couple planters. I would like to take that black pot. So by the time I leave, if I have to, I'll just pull those moss roses out. And I have a couple other pots I need to clean cobwebs out of. Thought about taking this one, though it's got a chip. It's really nice terracotta. It comes from Vietnam. It's carved on the sides. It's really pretty. If I have room, I'm going to take the push mower. If I don't, then I'll leave it. I mean, it's electric, it's lightweight. I can just unscrew the handles of it and detach them, and I mean, I can pick it up with one hand. So what did I just drop? Oh. I'm trying not to bend over and spill my drink down my chest, though I'm feeling I have to go change my shirt anyway because I'm all prickly with hairs. Yeah, my chest is hairy right now from her hair sticking through my shirt, not me. So I'm gonna take those. I gathered up my Fisker tool and my garden weasel, and this stuff will go. That's the travel cat box. But yeah, I am going to, all the clothing I'm not keeping, I'm going to take this next door for the townwide garage sale and just lay the clothing out on it. And then I told my neighbors they can have this for their back patio. Paul won't lay on it. He'll never lay on it. And I just don't want to disassemble it and take it back. It's lightweight enough that I can just pick it up or drag it next door. So I still need to, the swing will stay until, you know, right before I leave, because I like to sit in it every day. And yeah, so I'm about done. Oh, I did this morning come out, and this volunteer pumpkin on this side is looking wretched because of, I sprayed it down with neem oil to help with the powder mildew, but I cut all of the little pumpkins that were growing in on it off. Now these over here are still quite yellow, and if I cut them now at yellow and polka dotted, I mean, they would probably stay that color, but they're kind of yellow with their stripes orange. But I'm gonna leave them a few more days. I pulled out one tomato plant. So we're up back hot today and hot for the next few days, but I'll pull those up. This still had a bunch of cherries, so I didn't want to pull it out yet. But yeah, there's a whole little mess of pumpkins there. So because little tops weren't totally dried out, I didn't want to deal with the stickiness. I've just put them up there, and the sun will help finish drying them out. So still deadheading. And once I know, like, I'm a day or two out from leaving, then I'll disassemble this and clean it out. I mean, I can do that anytime now. I'm just trying not to do everything all at once. It helps my days go by quicker if I have something to do each day. I might gather the dried seed heads off that zinnia, because I can just take them with me and grow them from seed in a planter. I like the idea of of something that I've grown here, taking it out west and letting it grow. Especially something that, you know, I can harvest the seeds from. But yeah, I need to get those 2 cages, the blue and the purple, and those 2 other red ones. But right now, I made a big Capri salad yesterday, and because I had a bunch of tomatoes that I hadn't fed to the chickens. And these bags, I think, once I get them pulled apart, I'm going to take them to the laundromat and wash and dry them, so I can fold them up and take them with me. But yeah, you can tell there's quite a few little red tomatoes on here. Oops, that one had a yucky spot on it. It wasn't slimy, it was just for something bitten or eaten on it. Ew. I'm always afraid I'm gonna grab a hold of a bug, which I've done. And typically it's not anything gross or creepy bug, but you know, sometimes I'm just not in the mood for grabbing bugs. But let's see if I can do this here without. But I throw them over the fence, and the young chickens like to chase them down. Like, what are these tasty red orbs falling from the sky? So there's still a few green ones here. I still have a mess of green ones in the house I need to cut and cook, but like that one, something's snacking on it. And so since I'm not concerning with harvesting anything else. Whatever else wants to turn red or be snacked on by bugs, that's fine. You know, if they love a cherry tomato, I mean, most of us all love a cherry tomato, so I'm not gonna deny them a end of the season sweet snack. Oh yeah, you can see these 2 over here. Well, there's Cosmo, but you can see the young boys, they're going after tomatoes. There goes Doug. He got one, ran off with it. You guys, there's more tomatoes over here, and they've ripped the shade cloth, jumping up on it. Doug's still running. He's like, I'm not going to share my tomato with you. Guys, I see over probably a dozen, you little piglets. He's like, but I want the one my brother has. He's carrying it around. He's like, I can't eat it because Drago won't leave me alone. Doug and his little mater. So they'll find other ones. Here's one that landed on top of here and rolled down to the ground. You can see that little red spot there. I don't know why Cosmo's not eating it, but the little boys are loving them. So I got scissors in my pocket, which are now coming out of their little wrapper. And I've dropped the hair comb again. And I'm too zoomed in. So I'm leaving those 2 signs. They're really old and faded, and I'm still just going to leave them. That tarp will be used to come around this outside edge. I typically leave the bottom open in the winter. That way they do get sun. When it hits that side, heat rises, and they can get under there and dust bathe and do their thing. And I'm still going to be always thinking about and worried about my chickens. And I've had this for about, 10 years. I'll repaint him, but Randolph the rooster's coming with me. And my neighbor who crocheted me the beautiful blanket also has crocheted me a chicken. I don't know what she's going to stuff it with, but she's crocheted it in tans and a multicolor. Then she gave it 2 black tail feathers. And then she has a little bitty crocheted heart that she's going to put on top of its head to help with the rose comb look of Laddie. It's going to be a little stuffed Laddie-roo. Won't look just like him, but yeah. Love my boy. So I'm going to let you guys go. Why is this not... I'm going to totally turn this video in editing. Damn it. Bye, y'all.